All right. I'm determined to let my light shine. I'm absolutely determined. And yet, there might be a little practice I need to participate in before that light can really shine. It's already there within us, but we tend to have things that we hold on to that cover it up. It's like there's a beautiful light shining and you're covering it up. In the Bible, they say, with a basket. And they want you to put it on a candlestick so that all in the house can benefit from your light. In fact, in those times, that's how, there wasn't electricity, of course, so that's how everybody in the house was seeing things, was by the light in the house. So if one person had a candle or a light burning, they didn't hide it under a bushel basket. They freely shared their light with everyone. And so it's the same with us. That's a great metaphor for our life, our living. You have a wonderful, perfect, amazing light. There's no one like you. Nobody can do it like you. That's just the bottom line. So at this time of the season, we are called to fast from certain things. And in Unity, we have a wonderful practice, 40 days of letting go and letting God. So we're fasting from wonderful things that we've been holding on to, like indecision. We're fasting from worry. We're fasting from darkness, from perfectionism, from the human ego. That's today. From the human ego. I'll talk about that a little more. From outdated beliefs. I let go of misunderstanding. I let go of the fear of illness. I let go of busyness. I let go of overwhelm. I let go of the past. I let go of grudges. I let go of dissatisfaction. I let go of anxiety. I let go of the idea that I should have ordered more of these books. Besides this one, there's only one left on the table. So there are a lot of people who are joining us in this practice. And I invite you to get one of these books. You can go on unity.org and order yours. Because the ones that we ordered are already in the hands of our congregation. And I just love it. Every day, I'm letting go of one more thing. This is the Lenten season. It's a time in the Christian calendar devoted to letting go, releasing old habits of thought and behavior in order to turn to the ever-present power of God within us. That's the whole reason for fasting, is to get in touch with something else, a higher power. This is a 40-day journey. It's seen as the preparation for our resurrection. It doesn't do me any good if just one guy resurrected. It's probably an idea I don't even like because I can't do it. But if I can let go of old thoughts that are keeping me bound to limited ideas, then I will resurrect to be a more expanded, magnificent being that I was meant to be. So we often hear the phrase, let go and let God. But in Unity, that practice means letting go of patterns of mind which are blocking our experience of the divine. It's letting the Christ within us take control of our lives. We're letting go of control. Or as we say in our opening prayer, I bring into manifestation through the pure substance of love my world in harmony with all that is. I'm bringing it into manifestation because I'm letting go of my ideas. Now I'm in harmony. I'm in the flow. John always loves to say to somebody when they come with a great experience, he just looks at them with this wry smile and says, welcome to the flow. I love it. Thursday night, we had one of our members just amazed at all the synchronicities that are happening around Unity for her. Like every day, something new happens that's just right on the exact alignment of her path, her spiritual thinking. And John just smiles and says, welcome to the flow. Because that's how it is every day for those who are in the practice of these principles. It's the Christ in me. It's the Christ in me that brings my good into manifestation. It's the Christ in me which is in harmony with all that is. It's the Christ in me which is revealed and empowered when I let go. When I let go, there's some Christ in me that is empowered. I let go of my ego, or at the very least, I give it over to the control of the divine self that I am. I want to give my separate self-identity over to the oneness in which I'm connected to. That's what I want to be guiding me and in control of my life, is the truth of who I am. Oh, there's a second part of this, the title of this message. It's called The Art of Letting Go, or How to Practice Active, Positive Non-Attachment. It's not passive. Non-attachment is not passive. It's active. It's positive. I'm doing something positive. I'm heading in a direction which is letting go. If you don't let go of what you have experienced, you're never going to move to the next. It's like the monkey bars. You remember those when you were a kid? You're swinging from one to the next. And you're like, I don't know if I want to let go of that one, but you can't grab this one unless you let go of that one. I'll tell you later on why they call them monkey bars. We used to call it, okay, so letting go and just trusting that I can grab the next bar, that takes a little bit of faith. We used to call it being led by the Spirit. Letting your life be led by the Spirit. Walking by faith, not by sight. Or perhaps turning it over. Not my will, but thy will be done. But we too often use those ideas, the idea of turning it over, as a way to be complacent, to procrastinate. Oh, God will take care of it. I have somebody that says, the man upstairs. Give it to the man upstairs. But where does that leave you? You're the guy downstairs. Darn it. And you're just sitting there waiting for something to happen. It's active. It's positive. Non-attachment means moving forward, allowing yourself to go with the flow. I remember when I was whitewater rafting in California. I was in my early 20s. And we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. We got on this river, and we were in a much too small a raft that we got out of my brother's garage. We just got the supplies out of the garage. My brother would always say, I got one of those. Okay, I got the paddles. So we grabbed the stuff, threw it in his car. We went to this river. It was like a Category 5 rapids, I was like, wow, this is exciting, but what are we doing here? Blew up the raft, got in it. I swear, 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes, we capsized. And got back on, upside down. The raft's upside down. Get on the upside down part of the... So we finally make it to the shore, to the side of the river. And we're already in this thing. And we're in there going, do we just stay here? I'm like, yeah, I'll just catch a tan. We'll just, I don't know what to do. Do we have lunch? No, we just lost that. How long is this raft trip anyway? 6 hours. So we got 6 hours to go on this Category 5 rapids. And none of us have ever been rafting before. Didn't know much of where we were, what we were doing. We were in California. It was very hot. And we're laying on the rocks, and I hear this rattle. Shh. Oh. Now, I'd never seen a rattlesnake in real life. I'm not kidding. I've only seen it or heard rattlesnakes and seen them in the movies. I tell you, we became expert rafters in about 10 seconds. That raft was back in the water, and we were happily paddling along. The fear of the rapids were no more. So they're very interesting what helped us to move forward. So it was a healthy fear of rattlesnakes, a healthy caution that we were in their environment. So the whole point of this for me was learning to let go each moment. I was attached to the shore. Okay, I'm safe here. Maybe you're not so safe there. Maybe you're not so safe where you have camped out in your life. Maybe it's time to get back in the rapids. Maybe this is the moment of your life where it's time for a little more adventure and excitement. Maybe it's time to let go of the shore and get back in the flow. Because quite often we're going to use this idea of letting go for just sitting still. And at very worst, it's going to be self-depreciating, self-debasing. We're not going to give ourselves the credit that we deserve and the chance that we need to move forward. In traditional religion, some of us have also experienced the idea of letting go and letting God as further separation between God and ourselves. Oh, we'll let him do it. The man upstairs. We'll let him do it. But something shifted in my thinking. And it was a teaching from A Course in Miracles that completely shifted it for me and brought me into the experience of oneness. And that's God's will and my will are one. That my will, I want to be happy, I want to be healthy, I want to be holy, I want to be abundant and free. And that's what God wants for me and nothing else. God is love and only love. Wow. So all of this shifted in my mind. It not only brought God's will and my will together as one, it showed me that if there's only one will, it must be love. It must be the truth of who we are. There can't be another will opposite God's. There cannot be another will opposite of love's. We may pretend there is sometimes, but it's not true. It just isn't true. There is only love in the universe. We're not going to sing that song again today, but it's a good sentiment. It's a great song because it's true. There really is only love in the universe unless we make up conditions and situations that are opposite of that. But the way out of that is letting go. The way out of that is letting go of patterns of thought and behavior that keep me trapped there. So what am I actually letting go of? Old patterns of thinking and behaving, all of which are ego and fear driven. All of them. What am I letting go of? It's the active resistance to God's will for me and my own will, which is perfect happiness. Sometimes people get mad at Unity folks because we're happy all the time. How can you be so happy with all the junk that's going on in the world? Well, I'm not actively participating in that anymore. I'm actively participating in a positive non-attachment from that by moving forward into the truth. What's wrong with that? Let's move forward together in the truth. So since my will is also perfect happiness, then God's will happens to be my will as well. There's no outside force that wants you to go to hell. There's no outside force that claims that you're a sinner. There's no outside force that's saying you're separate from me. It just doesn't exist. We made it up as human beings. We made up the concept of the devil and of hell. We made all that stuff up. It's not true. We made it up, guys. And you can just as easily let it go. Now's the time. This is the Easter season, Lenten season. It's begun. It's the time to let it go. And for me, these are very practical means of letting it go. I let go of resistance. I let go of self-pity. I let go of others' approval. This is an amazing thing. Every day I have something else, a pattern of my mind that I can let go of. So, many may mistake letting go as giving up. But that's not the case at all. Letting go is having the courage and the determination to move forward. Nice slide, Lily. To move forward in life. Courage and determination to move forward. Take back your power. That's what letting go is, actually reclaiming your power. Because you're letting go of the ideas that kept you bound. You're reclaiming your power. And it's the ability to see the big picture. To recognize where you are. Where your ultimate freedom lies. This reminds me of a story. Lily shared with me this story. This is a Calmer Choice bumper sticker. Let go of the banana. Now let me tell you where this comes from. It's a story from the book Full Catastrophe Living by Jon Kabat-Zinn. It tells the story of how monkeys in certain countries are trapped. And the account goes like this. Hunters get a coconut, they cut it in half, and they place a small banana inside. They cut 2 small holes in the back, and they attach a wire. They run a wire through those holes, and they attach the coconut to the base of a tree. Then they cut a slit in the front of the coconut, just big enough for a monkey to put his hand through like that. So I know, it's awful. But this is how they do it. The monkey goes to get the banana. He grabs the banana, and he can't pull his hand out while he's holding on to the banana. All he's going to do is let go. And his hand comes right out. And he won't let go. He's got that banana, and that was his goal, to get the banana. You know, he's got his hand inside this coconut, which is tied to a tree. The hunters come, and they easily can capture the monkey. It's probably the same monkey you saw in the zoo last week, but I won't go there. He can't get his hand out because he's holding on. Isn't that something? Now, let me tell you something. That's our closest cousin. We share 98.8% DNA with that monkey. Do you get that? Yeah, you get Yes, absolutely. It reminds me of a joke that Dolores told me. Yeah, it's a great joke. It's a great story, actually. It's a story of a family that was telling their child about the origins of human beings. And the father says, well, son, we were descendant from the apes. And the mom said, well, son, I grew up in a religious home, and it says that we are created from God. We came from Adam and Eve. And he says, Mom, Dad told me we were descendant from apes. And the mom says, he was talking about his side of the family. But I'm sorry to tell you guys, 98.8% of your DNA is the same as that monkey. And there are a lot of things you won't let go of, even though letting go means you can escape and be free. Letting go means that you can save your life, and you're still holding on. Most monkeys don't let go, but some do. In the story that was shared with me is that most monkeys don't let go. That means that some do. I want you guys to be the ones that do. Let go of that which you think you need so desperately that it's holding you back. That it's causing you not to be able to escape and move forward. You can't escape your past because you're holding on to something. And whatever it is that you might have to let go of, I'm sure it's contained here in these 40 days. It's a great practice. Our closest relative. The only question for me is, what am I holding on to? What's keeping me trapped? Is it shame? Is it resentment? Is it complaining? self-pity, sorrow, some other story of lack or limitation or what the world is doing to me. Another thing I learned from A Course in Miracles is that I am not a victim of the world I see. I have invented the world I see, and I can change my mind. And I can see peace instead of this. Amen. Every day. Can you hear this? Every day, I'm the one that's deciding to see peace or to see something else. The act of letting go is actually an art. It takes concentrated, spiritually directed, positive thinking, and personal action. If you want to be free, you have to let go of the banana. Whatever that banana is in your life, whatever that banana represents for you, I just implore you to let it go today. Free yourself from what you've been holding on to. Let it go. That's why I call it positive non-attachment. You're not giving up a treasured possession. It was something you thought you needed. You're giving up your attachment to it. You're actually saving your life. You have to take an active role in your own healing and resurrection and ultimate freedom. Ask yourself, how valuable is this thought I'm holding on to? Like if the monkey for a second said, how valuable is this next meal? Is it really worth my whole life? Or will there be another one? You run back into the jungle where there are hundreds of banana trees. I want this one. This is my banana. That's the one I want. You have to let it go. I think it was a Buddhist teaching that taught me when I'm holding on to a resentment, it's like holding a hot coal, expecting the other person to get burned. I'm never going to forgive them. Who's getting burned by that? Positive action. Positive non-attachment means I am consciously letting this go. I am opening the grasp that I have on this. It has to be an effort of letting go. It has to be, because you're using so much effort to hold on to it. You have to tell yourself the opposite. Let it go. Peel off your fingers. Let it go. Sometimes it takes one finger at a time. You're open to let go of whatever that was. Ask yourself, how valuable is this thought that I'm holding on to? Is it actually worth my health, my life, my freedom? Or is it time to actively let go and let God? That's our Lenten journey, my friends. It's a journey of letting go. Letting God in us to guide our lives, to get in the flow, to stay in the flow, to jump back in the river, to know that you are in a beautiful, amazing flow of blessings. You can claim them today, but you must first let go. Thank you so much. I love you guys.
You have been watching the message from our Sunday celebration service here at Unity on Cape Cod, providing a positive path for spiritual living. Please join us every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. at 147 Walton Ave, Hyannis, Mass., and visit us online at unityoncapecod.org. This video was made possible in part through a grant from Unity Worldwide Ministries and the Templeton Foundation.